Somebody said, how to find your style when you can't spend a lot of money on clothes. When I was 15, 16, I really started to get into fashion. Whereas prior to that, I was into fashion, but I was very much wearing what everybody else was wearing at school. I was wearing the leggings and the Ugg boot and the skinny jean jegging and the little mini shorts and the graphic Hollister tank tops. Like I was not reinventing the wheel. Okay. I was like really following the trends to a T at that time. And then I turned 15 or 16 and I started to want to do my own thing. And the way that I did it was number one, research. Pinterest was so, I keep bringing up Pinterest. This is not a Pinterest advertisement, even though I have done a Pinterest advertisement before, but this is not that. Okay. It's not. I just love it. Well, that's why I did the ad with them because I love them so much. I did a lot of research. I was on Pinterest. I was making boards. I was figuring out what I liked, and that's free. Sort of exposing yourself to fashion, compiling mood boards, all of that is free, especially if you do it on Pinterest. If you want to buy magazines and stuff like that, that's maybe a little bit more expensive. If you want to buy books, it's a little bit more expensive. You could still go to the library if you have a library card, get a fashion book out, get 5 of them out, whatever, and just start looking. But exposing yourself to fashion is very important to finding your personal style, but that only really takes you so far. There's the element of what do you like on you? And how do you build a wardrobe with those things if you don't have a lot of money to spend on clothes? I mentioned this earlier, but go shopping and try things on. Try things on. Don't have to buy them. Just educate yourself on what you like, what looks good on you, what materials you like, what fits you like, what silhouettes you like. Figure it out. And then thrift store it up. That is when I was 15, 16, I did not have a lot of money to spend on clothes. I could go to the thrift store. I mean, I know thrifting has become like, and some people even blame me for this, but like thrifting has become trendy in itself. And now, the quality of what's in the thrift stores has apparently gone down. Also, thrift store prices have gone up because it's becoming trendy. So I know that it's not what it used to be where you could like go into a thrift store and find like really nice stuff. And like it's becoming complicated. People are thrifting and they're buying stuff and they're reselling it. Like it's a very different time now than it used to be. I'm very aware of that. But I still go into thrift stores and just pop around for fun sometimes. It's a dig. You got to look, but you can still get incredible deals and find incredible things. I know it's possible. I think that the learnings from making mood boards and trying on clothes in stores can help you sort of figure out what you're looking for. But I also think too, when thrift shopping, it's very important to keep an open mind. Like you might find a pair of jeans that are super your style, but maybe they're a little bit too long. Maybe they are a little bit baggy. Fuck it. Not everything's going to be perfect in a thrift store. Sometimes you have to kind of, I don't know, you have to like augment things. I used to like cut the bottoms off of my jeans or like, tie the back with a shoelace if the pants were too big, but I really like them. Like there's things you can do. You sometimes have to get creative because there's not a bunch of sizes in a thrift store. Like it's a free for all. But that's what I used to do. And I really do feel like I was able to experiment a lot more because I could get a lot more for my money. But I did also have to get a little bit more creative to make things say fit properly or make things the vibe I want them to be. Like I would crop things or I'd cut the sleeves off or you know what I mean? Or I'd add a button or if you really are dedicated to finding your personal style. And if your grandma or somebody has a sewing machine, it could be really fun to go to the thrift store, find cool stuff, and then make tweaks to it with a sewing machine. That could be really cool. And last but not least, somebody said, what is the best way to decide if I should donate something or if I should not donate something? I can never tell if it will come in handy later or not. This is tough. There's always an argument for how something could come in handy later. Like, oh, this could be perfect for a Halloween costume. Oh, this might like become trendy again later down the line or like whatever. There's always some sort of excuse. But I think when deciding whether to donate something that is not getting proper use or where, I would recommend asking yourself a few questions. Number one, is it versatile? Can it be worn with a bunch of things? Is there a chance that down the line, it might be more your style and it'll be able to seamlessly fit into your closet in a way where you can pair it with a bunch of different things? Or is it something so hyper specific that you only can really wear it like once or twice a year because it's so specific? it's just impossible to style. If it's something very hard to style, perhaps that's a donate. Next question to ask, is it comfortable? If it's uncomfortable, I almost always say donate. Unless it could be somehow tailored or augmented in some way to be more comfortable. If something's uncomfortable, get rid of it. Everybody's different. Some people like if a particular shirt has like really tight armpits or something, or the material's itchy to you, it might not be itchy or tight on somebody else. So somebody else is gonna enjoy it more than you. You know what I'm saying? Discomfort is no, 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 no. Next, ask yourself if it's timeless. Like a great example would be I kind of stopped wearing my Doc Marten tassel loafers for a bit. Those were like a go-to shoe for me for years. And I kind of stopped wearing them and I was like, "Oh, should I donate these?" Like I really don't wear them anymore, but I was like, "You know what? This is a timeless shoe. I will want to wear these again. I'm sick of them right now, but I will want to wear them again." So I decided to keep them. And I had them in my garage for a little bit, and I just recently brought them out of the garage. If it's timeless, I think it's always a keep. If you determine that it's trendy, you then need to determine if it feels like you. Does it feel like you? You might not really be into the thing at the moment, but if it feels like you, there's a chance you might like it again later. Because ideally, we can rediscover pieces in our closet later and like fall in love with them again. That absolutely can happen. But if the odds are stacked against the piece and there's a really low likelihood that it'll ever be a staple in your closet, I think you might as well get rid of it and let somebody else enjoy it who can like really enjoy it, you know?